Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming back by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be opening up another Acoustic Sounds release for the Atlantic 75th anniversary, Charles Mingus the Clown. So this time around we got the Yes album and Charles Mingus the Clown for this shipment. If you missed my last video, I did a complete review and comparison of this album to another reissue. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. This sounds fantastic. Just finished listening to the entire album and it sounds wonderful. So I think they've got yet another definitive version of another classic album. However, Charles Mingus, this album here, The Clown, I am not familiar with, and I have never heard this album. So it's going to be fun for me to open this up, do a needle drop on it, and listen to it with you guys for the first time ever. This album was released in September of 1957 originally, recorded on February 13th and March 12th of 1957 in Atlantic Studios in New York City. And this, according to reading online a little bit about this album, it was Mingus's response to critics that say he didn't do swinging tunes. So this was his answer to that, doing one of his first blues releases. So we have 4 songs on this album, and Haitian Fight Song, Blue Sea, Reincarnation of a Lovebird, and The Clown are the 4 tracks. And so, yeah, we're going to open this up, drop the needle on it, and have a listen. Let's see what this guy sounds like. I'm pretty excited about this. So I'm a big Charles Mingus fan, but this is one of the ones that I just haven't listened to. And the Blues and Roots that's come out in this series so far sounds awesome. I mean, it's like you're sitting in the same room with the band, the Blues and Roots album. So if you haven't listened to that, or haven't picked that Atlantic 75th up yet, I do recommend that. Okay, so let's have a look at this here. We have the gatefold, of course, and now what I consider to be the standard for album jackets are these stout and tip-on jackets from Analog Productions, Acoustic Sounds. To me, these are the nicest made jackets around. There's my limited number edition. Usually they're down at the bottom. I guess on this run, on this particular album, that's up here. I guess it's a little bit better place to put it. But there you go. So let's go ahead and open this, slide this out. Got the advertisements in here, the new Pablo series. Another, Chad trying to get more of my money. And the Bluesville, I mean, there's so many good things coming out of Acoustic Sounds that you could spend all your money there. So let me go ahead and clean this record off so we can drop it on and have a listen and get my first reaction here. I'm looking forward to this, and again, I've never heard this, so some interesting players on here that I'll talk about here in just a minute. Of course, you got Mingus here on the bass. You've got Shafi Hadi on alto and tenor saxophone. You've got Jimmy Knepper on trombone. You've got Wade Legg on piano, Danny Richmond on drums, and there is Gene Shepard, who has a narration on a track number 4. So again, I've never heard this album, so this is going to be kind of a surprise for me. And again, this is supposed to be more of a blues-based record. So I've got this, I think I got this cleaned off now. Playing this on the RT85 with the Ortofon Blue, going through a Shitmoney preamp and the Yamaha HS8 speakers. And you got the Black Atlantic label here. 45 RPM, of course. And we'll be playing, I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play the entire side one, which is the Haitian fight song. And then I'm going to play a tune off the second record so we can have a listen to both, a song off of each record here. So, all right, let's turn on flip it over to 45 RPM and let's see how this sounds. Looking forward to this. So just to give you an idea, Blues and Roots was a 1960 release, while this is a 57 release. Bass sounds fantastic. I really like the way the drums sound. It's got a nice warm sound to it. I wouldn't say it's got quite the liveliness or presence that Blues and Roots has. Just having listened to that one quite a bit, this one sounds nice. It does have a nice depth to it, but it's not quite as lively or doesn't have quite the presence that record has. But it's probably just due to how it was recorded, I'm guessing. I'm digging it though. It sounds it sounds very good. I just think after listening to the Blues and Roots, it just doesn't have quite that same presence, but it sounds very good. So this one song, 12 minutes long, makes up the whole first side of the record. Pretty much it's a song per side. 4 songs, 4 sides. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this one off. Nice flat pressing. Sax sounds fantastic. You won't be disappointed. If you're a Mingus fan, you're gonna dig it. So, and I don't have anything to compare it to. So, but I can say it does have that warm sound. It does have nice depth to it. I just don't think the recording is quite what the Blues and Roots recording is. Just my personal opinion. But definitely, I wouldn't let that keep you from getting it if you're really bluesy. I mean, the bass sounds really nice. It's really feels like you're sitting kind of there in front of the bass. I'm gonna play one more tune off the other record. I'm gonna play the actual song, The Clown, which I guess, according to the website, it's a story of, basically, it says it tells a story of a clown who tried to please people like most jazz musicians do, but whom nobody liked until he was dead. So his version of the story ends with his blowing his brains out with people laughing and finally being pleased because they thought it was part of the act. So that's what a little write-up online here says. This is mastered. I don't know if I already said it's mastered by Kevin Gray. So, and pressed at QRP. And of course, you got your tip-on Stoughton jackets. And again, just for the price, you're really getting just high quality, in my opinion. And as time goes on, I find myself just gravitating more towards these types of pressings, because once you have so many of them, you can only listen to so much. And I would rather spend my hard-earned money on something that's high quality that I'm really going to enjoy. And so far, this Atlantic 75th 45 RPM series has lived up to that for me. Nice flat record. So far out of all of these Acoustic Sounds Atlantic 75th, I've had one that they had to send me a replacement on, one record, and that was it. That was warped. Everything else, perfect. All right, so let me go ahead and play a tune. Let me play The Clown. So that's side 4. Again, I haven't heard any of these tunes, so it's all new to me. Guess we get where the clown comes from, huh?
Man, there was this clown.
That's the narration by Gene Shepard.
A real happy guy, a real happy guy. He had all these greens and all these yellows and all these oranges bubbling around inside of him. And he had just one thing he wanted in this world. He just wanted to make people laugh. That's all he wanted out of this world. He was a real happy guy. Let me tell you about this clown. He used to raise a sweat every night out on that stage and just wouldn't stop. That's how hard he worked. He was trying to make people laugh. He used to have this cute little gimmick where he had a seal follow him up and down a stepladder, blowing Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean on a B-flat Sears Roebuck model 1322A plastic bugle, a real cute act. But they didn't laugh. You know, few little things here and there, but not really. And he was booking out in all these tank towns, playing the Rotary Club and the Kiwanis Club and the American Legion Hall. And he just wasn't making it.
It's a 12.5-minute tune.
Things going on inside of him, all these greens and yellows and all these oranges. He's a real happy guy. And all he wanted to do was to make people laugh. That's all he wanted out of this world, was to make people laugh. And then something began to grow. Something that just wasn't good began to grow inside of this guy.
Nice. This is flat as well. So it's kind of like listening to an old movie from the 50s. Kind of interesting. I appreciate you guys joining me and hanging out with me. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos. Leave your comments. Share it with other people. I like doing these reviews for you guys so you guys can, hopefully it helps you determine whether or not you're interested in picking these up. I got the rest of the Thelonious Monk box set reviews coming up, so I've done 3 out of 7. I'll be continuing on that series, and I've got a couple of other things coming up here as well.
Little things.
So stay tuned and subscribe so you can pick, know when the reviews come out.
But they were never the right things. Like, for example, the time the seal got sick on the stage. All over the stage, the crowd just broke up. Little things like that, and they weren't supposed to.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let this close out here for a minute or so, and then I will see you on the next video. And happy listening to all out there.
All those greens and all
I think
those
another
oranges,
success here for sure for acoustic sounds and something different. I didn't know what to expect with this, and I enjoyed the first tune. This is certainly interesting.
Playing this Rotary Club. All these dentists and all these druggists, all these postmen sitting around, and they were a real
things surface noise there. I'll have to see if I didn't clean it off as well as I should have.
When he stumbled over
But
his ladder,
overall, awesome.
Flat on his face, just flat on his face. And he stands up.
All right, folks.
His bloody nose.
Well, take care. We'll see you on the next one.
He looks out at the crowd, and that crowd is just rolling on the floor.